From this video we start the syllabus of science 1 of 10th class. In this first video our main duty is that looking the over syllabus of this science 1. So science 1 consisting there are 10 chapters. The first chapter is gravitation, second is classifications of elements, third chemical reactions and equations, electricity, heat, reflections of light, lenses and its uses, science and metals and carbon compounds, space. These chapters including in science 1 syllabus of 10th science, 10th Maharashtra State Board science. So these chapters are very important according to next 11 12 science in physics and chemistry as well. So now first chapter we have to start here. So the next in 10th science 1 there are some chapters dealing with physics. These are the 5 chapters. The first gravitations, electricity, heat, reflections of light, lenses and its uses. These chapters are very important for syllabus for physics in 10th class. So the first chapter gravitations belongs with physics. Next, introductions of first this chapter. In this slide we can see here the person that is very well famous person in the world. Everybody should know this. The person is Sir Isaac Newton, born in 1642 and uh, ended his life in 1727. The main principal concept is that in his life he wrote the book that's known as Principia, and in this book the concept related with light, sound, heat, mathematics, these concepts are principles and concept and techniques in science written in this book. So Newton's works on light, sound, heat, mathematics, and he developed the new branch known as calculus in today's. So Newton was the first made reflecting telescope. A very important or prosperous word in the science is done by Newton. And gravitation's word is or gravitation concept is also given by Newton. So our main duty for this here, some lights we have drawn here on the life of Newton. So next, see this picture. This is well famous picture because one person sitting beneath the tree and see that the apples are comes on the earth surface, and everybody look at this picture curiously because the person is uh, thinking on that the why the apple comes on ground, why they do not flying in earth or on other surfaces. Okay, next point is force and motions. On the basis of force and motions there are three main equations concluded by here Newton's. The three equations are V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. These three equations are very important and is based on the main concept, that is initial velocity that is denoted by U, final velocity denoted by V, displacement that is denoted by S, and acceleration that is denoted by A, and time. These fundamentals equations is based on force and motions. Next topic is circular motions and centripetal force. When we revolve any object and this object is revolving in circular path, that time we can say that the object having in circular motions, and one force acting towards the center, we can see here this object acting the force on the center. So this force is known as centripetal force. So we have some definitions here, circular motions and centripetal force in our textbook. We can go through it. Okay, next. The next topic and very important topic, Kepler's law. The Kepler's law is depends on three main concepts: orbit, areas, and periods. These three law we can see here in short. The first law of Kepler's law, known as the law of orbits. What this law say that this law suggests us to that all planets move in elliptical orbit with the sun at one focus. I have some figures for this. Look at here. This is the first law, and this law suggests us that all the planets or each planet moves in elliptical orbit with its stars at one focus. Suppose we have this figure, yellow dot is assumed as sun, then the all planets will revolve in this orbit, and this orbital shape is elliptical. So first law is known as orbit's law or elliptical law. Second one is the law of areas. A line that connects a planet to the sun sweeps out equal areas in equal times. Then how is possible? Look at here in diagram. Suppose we consider this orbit in which the planets will revolve and sun is at here. When a planet will cover from point A to point B in 1 minute, then these areas will be equal. If B is covered with C in 1 minute, so this area will be equal to areas of A and B sweeps here. So second law is laws of equal areas. Now third law, the laws of periods. The square of period of any planet is proportional to the cube of the semi-major axis of its orbit. This is very simple law, and this law is known as the periods law. When we taken a period, suppose we have taken period as a t, so square of t, that is the square of period of any planet, is proportional. This is sign is known as proportionality sign, is proportional to the cube. This is cube, we can see here, the cube of semi-major axis of its orbit. This is r, denoted as semi-major axis of its orbit. So the law of periods is suggest us that period square of periods is directly proportional to the cube of semi-major axis of its orbit. So means that if we taken the proportionality sign here, then the ratios of t square upon r square will be the constant here. And these three laws are very important, and one of the law can be asked in our board examinations. So these prepare these law according to your knowledge. Next topic is that Newton's universal law of gravitation, but this law we see in our next lecture. Thank you.